5 days in, what do you think the offense is?
I think we're 5 days in. I mean, we got to take one day at a time, and camp's a long deal. And going against some pretty good players on defense, we just got to keep battling and keep improving. We're not where we need to be, but it's day 5, so we got to keep going and keep getting better.
I think this time last year you wanted to work on technique, right? And what is your goal this year individually? Is it the same, your technique?
Yeah, I think you're always working on your techniques. So you don't lose sight of what got you there. But I got some things I want to work on, just within the offense and being able to get us in the best play possible. Bringing along a second outside receiver and getting timing with Dante where he's a premier guy now and continuing to connect on those deep shots. Only get so many shots at him and lower percentage throws, so you can always improve there.
I think you throw a very catchable ball. Would you agree by that? And how do you master that sort of thing? I think it's easy to catch for guys. It doesn't come in hard at them all the time. Do you take pride in that, and how do you achieve that?
Yeah, take pride in it. I don't really. I think the receivers are probably gonna catch the ball no matter how it's thrown at this level. So, I don't think I've heard that compliment before, but
well, I've seen guys that wing it at one speed, but I think you've got it down to where it's easier to catch for the guys.
Yeah, I think if you throw it so hard, it might look good coming out, but if they don't catch it, then what's the point? So, just try and give them the ball you can catch.
How different has it been not having John Ross out here to throw to? You throw that deep ball to. Just how different has it been the first couple of days without him here?
Obviously a good player, but we got some guys that are ready to go. So, I think whereas last year a lot of the one reps with Dante and Ross, there's a lot more guys in the mix now, and obviously miss him and hope he does well in the NFL. But we got some guys that are ready to roll and kind of played behind him and got a lot of reps in practice. But now get to do it on the big stage.
Jay, could you go through the 3 guys that are backing you up and just kind of give me some impressions about each guy and what you've seen fall camp? Maybe it's their biggest area of growth from maybe last year that's maybe caught your eye as a guy that knows the nuances of the position.
Yeah, I think KJ is doing a great job just putting the ball where it needs to be, and he's been moving the ball well. But he's kind of always done that. He's always been someone that moves the ball, that kind of goes through the reads and is pretty disciplined. I think Daniel's doing a better job staying in the pocket. I think it's something he's focusing on and just being comfortable knowing exactly what's going on where he doesn't feel he needs to scramble and make something happen. And then Hayner's hitting the ground running. So that you're a new guy, and I know the feeling. Just kind of get thrown out there, and you got to learn through mistakes. And it can be rough because you're used to high school. You just kind of sling it all around, and now you're turning the ball over. You're costing your team a little bit, and you just got to bounce back from that.
What are your impressions of the young defensive backs in this group, guys that have already made interceptions this week? Just kind of what are your general impressions on them and what you've seen from them in the opposing side?
Yeah, I think they still got that same competitive deal as last year. I think the last year's group kind of set the standard on how it's supposed to be, and I think Coach Lake and all the DBs are continuing that. So I think it's going to be a talented group.
You look at the really good quarterbacks that came out of Chris's offense at Boise State, Kellen Moore, Jared.
You mean Coach Pete?
Yeah, Coach Pete, sorry. What did I say?
Chris.
Yeah, sorry. Coach Pete. And there was that jump in the third year. Do you believe in that third year jump or that really marked third year growth in a program?
Third year was last year, so hopefully it continues to grow in the fourth year. But, I guess what you're saying is like the culture and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's some books out there that say it takes 3 years to establish culture, but, you've seen programs that go 3 years and under a new coach staff and don't win. So, and I think it all starts with how you practice, how you carry yourself off the field, and some of those little things that go into it. But that's last year, and we're worried about the fourth year under him. So,
Coach Pete.
Yeah, under Coach Pete.
You mentioned Dante as a premier guy now. Is that something you see him embracing sort of now that Jones?
Yeah, I think every receiver wants to be the premier guy, and if you don't want to be, you're probably not in the right position. So, yeah, I think he's doing a good job. Obviously he played a huge role in what was going on last year. I think Ross got a lot of the pub, but I think Dante only had 1 less touchdown or something like that.
Right.
So, he's been a guy for us for a while.
Jake, I remember back when you were a freshman, you had some days where you were throwing some picks, and Jake Haener had one of those days today. What do you remember about those days that you had, and what have you told him?
I said it's just something you got to struggle